Today marks the beginning of week 37 of the Health Happenings journey. We've been doing this for just over 9 months now. And I literally just got off the scale, and this is the first time since the journey has happened and we've had back-to-back up weeks. I'm gonna get right into it. Just got off the scale. Last week I was 180.8. This week 181.8, up 1 pound. This is a trend that I must avoid. This is what I've been worried about, is getting down to a good weight and then not being able to manage getting here. And what concerns me about getting down to this weight versus when I was really dedicated to losing weight was on the weight loss. I was not eating any, I shouldn't say not eating any, very minimal to almost none of the foods I shouldn't be eating. And now that I'm at a spot after losing, I think we're at exactly now 70 pounds down since starting. I believe we started at 251.8. I think that's now exactly 70 pounds. But now making some decisions where I have more exceptions to the food rules. And for example, this past weekend we celebrated Nicole Vandelar's 30th birthday. Happy birthday, Nicole. And we had some small gathering at our place where we had a charcuterie board and cake, and we had meats and cheeses and fruits and nuts and spring rolls and cheese balls and jalapeno poppers wrapped in bacon and cream cheese. And we had some of this and it was great. And this bee's giving me some love here. Thinks the orange shirt is maybe a flower. And even we went out bowling, had a couple brewskis, came back home, ate some more foods. And not too long ago I would have maybe not even attended this event, let alone if I was there to eat these foods. But now I'm at a spot of maintaining. This freaking bee is killing me. He's coming back. Beat it. Beat it, bee. We'll go back this way. Yeah, so now trying to maintain, we have some foods like this, make some exceptions, but in all honesty, I just want to be a little bit less so that I don't see the 80s. I want to be in the 70s and I'm okay. It's been about 2 months now, I think since August, been in between 178, whatever, and now. So fluctuating by 2 pounds, not too worried. I just don't want to, this bee is literally killing me. I just don't want to keep seeing up weeks. But to dial that back in, this past week, been wanting to focus on a little bit of weight training. And what I know is that it's been a little while since I've had some working with weights. So we had Zach Spinosa from Forge Fitness come by HQ and give me a home workout plan and show me how to use weights properly, because that's the number one thing I'm most concerned with when using weights, is not hurting myself. I don't need to be Arnold Schwarzenegger and be super bulked. And what I definitely don't need is to use some weights and injure myself and then make everything more difficult. So Zach came by. Zach, thanks again for your expertise. You're the one that helped kickstart this journey 37 weeks ago. Maybe this is a good time. Let's cut to a little clip from 37 weeks ago. Myself, Zach, big changes in myself. Zach has been improving his own health. Zach used to be overweight himself. Used to be, I think, about 270 pounds. He deals with rheumatoid arthritis, however you say it, and he's basically a health god. Look at the guy. He looks great. He's doing great. He gave me some good tips. I'm gonna need to work with him a little bit more to learn some more exercises, because my form is still not perfect and I want to get more, work on that some more. And even Zach told me, Joe, stop worrying about the weight. It's not about the weight. It's not about the weight anymore. Now you're at a good spot and it's about how you look, how you feel, and working on these things, not so much the scale. I'm still going to use the scale as a benchmark because it's important. I don't want to be putting on a bunch of fat weight. Okay, if we start getting a little muscle weight, but so that was really helpful with Zach. And this past week, it's funny, last week ate a lot of bad foods and did a lot of exercise. This week the diet was okay, but my exercise was also low. You would think, Joe, you spring back from these things really well. This past week I did not do a great job. I went on one 10K jog yesterday actually. This week, more excuses and reasons. I've been pretty busy, but for only doing 1 pound up, and actually that 1 pound, to reflect back on it, I wouldn't be surprised if come tomorrow that pound would be gone, as long as I don't go crazy today with anything. Body's still processing a bunch of the foods. Past week, the other day, we had celebrated Thanksgiving again at my mom's, and we had some Portuguese turkey that was absolutely amazing. It's actually my favorite way to eat turkey. She made a big pot of that, and that was a great meal. I had some great meals this past week. Also, I didn't just eat stuffs that, well, the turkey, the mashed potatoes, some corn, this, that, the good stuff. This past week for breakfast, often eating either morning oats with cocoa powder, pumpkin seeds, some fruits, sometimes with strawberries, sometimes without, and still eating lots of good stuff, keeping balance. This is all part of the Health Happenings journey. I don't love back-to-back up weeks, but like I said, only 2 pounds up since August. We're going to continue to work on this. I'm going to continue now to make transition from weight loss to maintaining and actually just improving by incorporating now some weightlifting. It's something that I want to try and do maybe a few times a week, and that's the Health Happenings. I mean, I can't say I'm ecstatic reflecting back on this about being up 1 pound, but I'm not going to kick myself over it, and we're going to continue the journey. I know that I've been talking to other people that are in the same boat as me, because I've been seeking advice myself, the difference between losing weight and then maintaining where you're at and making improvements from there. And I appreciate everybody's thoughts and what they're going through, and I can tell you that these things really help me. I hope that this video is helping people with their own journeys, and wherever you are in your journey, whether you're just getting started, you're at a spot now of maintaining, you're along the way of losing, maybe you've fallen off the wagon, wherever you're at, I'd love to hear from you about where you are in your journey and what's going on. And I'll tell you, from the people I talk to, this helps everybody with their own processes. I find inspiration in those at all their different stages. So thank you for watching, and I'm really looking forward to hearing where everybody else is with their journeys.